Now to Campaign 2020 here in Colorado, and our first look at the number of Coloradans who have voted so far. The Secretary of State says the number of ballots already returned is up 24% over the same time before the 2016 election. More than 300,000 ballots returned already. The majority are from registered Democrats. Independents, by the way, make up the largest voting bloc in Colorado. Bills requiring paid family and sick leave have failed year after year at the state legislature.
Now we, the voters, will decide the issue. Political specialist Shaun gives an ad touting Proposition 118 a reality check.
Depending on your perspective, there's no better time or no worse time for Proposition 118, a ballot measure that would require most Colorado businesses provide paid family and medical leave for their workers. This ad is from the perspective of supporters.
Some things you simply can't predict, and others are just too important to miss. Yet 4 in 5 Colorado workers don't have paid family and medical leave.
That's true. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, about 80% of employees in the Mountain West region do not have paid family and medical leave. But 83% have paid vacation, 82% paid holidays, 75% paid sick days, and 50% paid personal days.
Proposition 118 helps businesses provide up to 12 weeks of paid leave. Simple, affordable coverage so even small businesses can do right by their employees without breaking the bank.
That's opinion. Here's what you need to know. Proposition 118 creates a new state-run insurance program that almost every employee and employer in the state would start paying into in 2023, with the paid leave starting the following year. Businesses with less than 10 employees, local governments, and school districts are exempt. Under the program, employees can take up to 12 weeks off and receive between 37% and 90% wage replacement, depending on how much they make, with $1,100 a week being the maximum reimbursement. The program would be funded with a payroll tax of between 0.9 and 1.2%, split between the employee and employer. At 0.9%, that would mean, in real dollars, someone with an annual salary of $52,000 would pay $234 a year, or $4.50 a week, matched by their employer. How simple and affordable this program is really comes down to how many people use it. And that is difficult to estimate with any degree of certainty because the handful of states that have a plan similar to ours have only implemented it recently. The state legislature paid a risk consulting firm to do an actuarial study of a plan with 14 weeks paid leave at the same wage replacement. It found about 7% of people would take between 10 and 11 weeks off, and to cover the costs, $2.3 billion, the state would need a payroll tax of 1.2%. The highest payroll tax under the ballot measure. If more people took the leave or took more weeks, the fund would eventually become insolvent.
Coloradans don't have to choose between paying the bills and putting family first. Right now, that's just what we need.
This is also opinion. The state legislature set up a task force to study the costs and benefits of a paid leave program. That task force warned workers would end up paying the full cost of the program in the form of lower wages and fewer benefits, saying when the premium is split between the worker and employer, this hides part of the costs the workers are paying. It went on to say that while splitting the costs may make it more politically popular, it's deceiving. So in the example I gave previously of someone with an annual salary of $52,000, the real cost is more likely $468 a year, or $9 a week. Bottom line, there have been several studies of various types of paid leave programs, and based on those studies, the payroll tax in Proposition 118 may cover the benefits promised, but it may not. Again, it will depend on how many people take paid leave and for how long. It may cost more, and it's unclear from the ballot language whether we'll get a say in how much more we're willing to pay. I'm Shaun. That's Reality Check.